This is BBC One.
Evening, it's toy time tonight with stories of dangerous toys for children and dangerous toys for adults.
And for Christmas tipple, how about a cool, clear half pint of bath water?
Not for me. It can't compare with the delights of Cheltenham spa water.
Plus the story of one man's public protest against a private road. And, of course, all your own news tonight nationwide.
Bob. 001 this week has been the toast of the Azores, and 002 has been highly praised by the government. But it's the news that 007 is about to take off again that will interest those of you who prefer your supersonic flying from the safety of a cinema seat. At the end of December, the latest Bond movie will be unleashed. It's called Diamonds Are Forever. It's set in Las Vegas, and of course it contains a new batch of those marvelous gadgets provided for Bond by Head of Q, played by Desmond Llewelyn, whom we first met in From Russia with Love.
An ordinary black leather case with 20 rounds of ammunition here and here. Now, if you take the top off, you'll find the ammunition inside. On the side here, flat throwing knife. Press that button there, and out she comes. Inside the case, you'll find an AR-7 folding sniper's rifle, .25 caliber, with an infrared telescopic sight. Now, watch very carefully. An ordinary tin of talcum powder. Inside, a tear gas cartridge. That goes in the case against the side here like that. It's magnetized so it won't fall. Shut the case. Now, normally to open a case like that, you move the catches to the side. If you do, the cartridge will explode in your face. Now, to stop the cartridge exploding, turn the catches horizontally, like that. Then, open normally.
I'll have a look. Put your hands back in your pockets. Keep them there.
Now, I take it that that case, that's the same case sitting on the desk, Desmond Llewelyn, I take it that that is quite safe.
Yes, that is perfectly safe.
Actually, Bond, whenever you're showing him as Head of Q, when you're showing him these marvelous new gadgets of yours, is pretty rude about them all.
Well, yes, I think that's really due to the present director, Guy Hamilton, who's directing Diamonds Are Forever. When he directed Goldfinger, he told me, he said, now you can't stand this man. And I said, well, why not? He said, well, look, everything you give him, he destroys. And he doesn't take the slightest bit of interest in what you're doing. Mm. And so I try and treat him now rather like a recalcitrant schoolboy.
Yes, very effectively. And look, people can never see too much of this. Could we see that knife pop out?
Well, this started it all, and I hope it will pop out. Yes, there it is. I'm afraid the spring is rather weak.
Well, it's getting a bit tired by now,
It's getting very tired.
Well, could we have a look inside?
Yes, and here is the sniper's rifle, which is actually an Armalite survival gun, which you can buy in America for $80. Well, that's about 32 pounds.
So this wasn't something invented for the film. This was actually on the market.
Oh, this is actually on the market.
Yeah.
And I believe was issued to paratroopers and airmen of the American Air Force.
Yes.
And if you remember in the film, Bond shot the spy out of Anita Ekberg's mouth and also brought down the helicopter.
Yes.
But there it is, and
ready for business.
Ready for business.
Well, that's a very nice, comfortable little gadget. But of course, one of the gadgets, if one can call it a gadget, that caused absolute sensation was the famous car.
You see this arm here? Open the top, and inside are your defense mechanism controls. Smoke screen, oil slick, rear bulletproof screen, and left and right front wing machine guns.
I understand, Desmond Llewelyn, that some of those gadgets weren't actually as incredible as they appeared on the film.
No. Actually, in the 1920s, the Chicago gangsters used to spray oil on the roads, and I believe also that smugglers in France either pulled a lever or pressed a button, and nails went all over the road to puncture the tires of the pursuing customs men.
Actually, what I'd like to ask is, you're also identified now, Desmond Llewelyn, with head of Q, with the gadget man. I mean, are you at all a gadget man? Can you get a car to go if it breaks down?
No, I'm afraid I'm absolutely useless at gadgets. My real difficulty is to be able to pronounce and remember these awfully long names that the gadgets have. Because I think you'll see in this film now about the heat-resisting rockets and all that on Little Nellie. And I must say, when I was rehearsing them, I was pointing out all the wrong things. And the producers and the directors all rush around saying, no, that's the rocket, that's the heat-resisting thing. And
so you're not really a boffin?
No, I'm not.
Well, let's have a look at you doing it properly. This is after rehearsal, showing Bond around his well, I believe he describes it as a toy, which upsets you.
Oh, no, not. It's the Japanese that calls it a toy.
What is Little Nellie?
Oh, she's a wonderful girl. Very small. Quite fast. Can do anything. Just your type.
A toy helicopter?
No, it's certainly not a toy. You'll see. We've made one or two improvements since you used her last. Right. Now pay attention. 2 machine guns fixed.
Synchronized to what?
100 yards. We're using incendiaries and high explosives. 2 rocket launchers. Forward firing on either side.
Fine.
Now, these fire heat-seeking air-to-air missiles. 60 a minute.
Good.
Flame guns. 2 of them. Firing astern.
What range?
80 yards. 2 smoke ejectors next door to them. Well, that's about the lot, I think. You know the rest, don't you?
Yes.
Well, again, marvelous gadgets. Have any of those basis in fact?
Oh, I think so. I mean, here we have the gyrojet rocket gun, or rocket launcher, as I've had it explained to me. It's the size of a Colt 45 and weighs 14 ounces.
It's very light.
It is absolutely silent, no recoil, and no reject. It fires a jet bullet and is being used in Vietnam today.
What else?
And then the only gadget that doesn't really work, and that, as Q, I've invented for myself. When I knew that I was going to Las Vegas, I thought I would invent myself something to make some money with, and so I invented this ring. Well, I think it's best explained on this little bit of film, where you'll see it in operation in the scene with Joe St. John.
That's unbelievable.
An electromagnetic RPM controller. Be 80 to give it a try.
That's on the fruit machine in my local.